There's a little town called Little Valley, known for its tranquility and sense of safety. A single early morning phone call to 911 would shatter all of that. 911, what is your emergency?
My name is Dr. Charles McGill, and I believe my wife is dead.
Did you say your wife is dead, sir?
I woke up this morning and I found my wife dead.
Are you absolutely certain? Have you checked for
I'm
pulse?
a doctor.
What leads you to believe that she's dead,
Her
sir?
throat is cut and the word whore is written on her chest. Is that enough?
I'm sorry, sir. Can you repeat that, please? You
I said her throat is cut, she's lying in a pool of blood, and the word whore is written across her chest. Is that enough to prove to you that my wife is dead?
Sir, did anyone break in? Did you see?
I don't know.
Please stay on the line, sir, until help arrives. That phone call would set off a chain of events, leading to a sensational murder trial that would change the town, its inhabitants, and me, a local reporter, forever. A trial filled with scandal! All the news of the trial as it unfolds. Don't ask me what my sources are. I can't reveal them. But just know that everything I report to you is the truth, no matter how ridiculous it may seem. It's late at night in the town of Little Valley. Late at night at the home of District Attorney Russell Fitzgregor and his wife, and his son, the Assistant District Attorney Rusty Fitzgregor. Mrs. Fitzgregor is up late waiting for Rusty to come home. It's not like him to be late. It's not like him to not call. She's forced her husband to wait up with her as well. When suddenly, a policeman knocks on the door with some very unfortunate news.
I'm just saying I'm sure he's fine.
Russell, it's 11:35.
He's a grown man.
He's never been this late. He likes me to tuck him into Jay Leno.
Well, since he kissed that pretty assistant DA,
No,
I think perhaps our boy's becoming a man. You know, I've never told him I love him. And I think now might be the time.
Oh, Russell.
Yes.
That would make me so happy.
I know.
Thank
I know.
you. Oh, that's
Oh, I'm sorry, Tim.
Oh, come in, Rusty.
Well, he is an idiot. Yes.
D.A. Fitzgregor, Mrs. Fitzgregor?
Officer?
Yes, I'm sorry I'm a little out of uniform.
What's the meaning of this? It's on 11:35.
You may want to sit down. I have some news. Or not, either way.
I can't. I'm too anxious.
I'll just spit it out. There was an accident, and both the assistant district attorney and the assistant district attorney.
Listen, we know they're involved. It's all.
They were involved in.
I'm proud.
It's not okay for me.
Excuse me, sir, madam. Your son is dead.
What?
There can be no doubt.
No! No, my boy!
Russell!
My boy! My boy! My boy!
Oh, no!
My boy!
You're gone!
My boy! My boy! My boy!
a lifetime worth of emotion in one moment. Meanwhile, across town at Jeff Stein's condo, Jeff Stein, defense attorney. He's there, he's up late, cramming, getting ready to close out the trial of the century when Detective Columbo knocks on his door with some similarly bad news.
Big closing tomorrow, Jeff. Big closing. Yeah, who is it?
It's me, Detective Columbo.
Jesus. Didn't you have enough when I eviscerated you on the stand?
Yeah, I had enough. But, you know, normally I would take this opportunity to rub this in your face. But, I had some really bad news for you, and, you know, it hurts me as much as it may pain you.
What?
You know Brianna, right?
Yes, I know Brianna, BB. My ex-girlfriend,
Yeah, ex-girlfriend.
What do you mean? Well, that means we're together. She's my ex-girlfriend.
I mean ex like is no more.
What are you trying to say?
She's dead, Jeff.
What?
He has a flair for the dramatic, Jeff Stein. Meanwhile, in a completely different part of town, sitting cooling his heels in prison, is one Kendall Haywood, who's been jailed for perjury and contempt of court. He finds himself behind bars with another star witness from the trial, Jane, who went on a serious bender after her testimony, and she's drying out in the cell with her pal Kendall when a very strange visitor comes by, the last person they would expect to see, the defendant himself, Dr. Charles McGill.
You are calm, centered, focused, and relaxed. You're reevaluating your life. You remember the moment of choice, when you choose to go one way or another. You are calm, centered, focused, and relaxed. Smoke-free, cigarette-free.
Yo, man, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to get some sleep back here. Yeah, I'm trying to smoke my cigarettes.
I think we better turn that off.
Kind of weird them sticking a broad in here with me. Men and women in the same jail together, huh? What if I raped you?
What if I raped you?
What? Shut up! Hey, come and get me.
I kind of like this place. They fed us earlier. We're gonna eat again.
Gonna be in here for long? Do you know?
No, I made a phone call. I should be out in a minute.
I should be out too.
Said that about an hour ago, but
Aren't you homeless? Who would you call? Who do you know with a phone?
I have a friend. I have a friend who helps me out whenever I get in trouble.
Tell me, you're the star witness of this case, right? What did you see?
been trying to tell everybody what
Right
I
this
saw.
way, Dr. McGill.
He's a killer. That's what I've been telling everybody.
I should probably close this.
I was open the whole time. Shit.
Kendall, Jane, I suppose I'm the last person in the world you thought you'd see.
Or wanted to see.
Well, me too.
I know, we haven't always been on the same side of this. That's all right, I've got it.
You came here to make fun of us, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Then what is it, Doctor?
I came here to bail both of you out.
You know the judge?
No, I'm incredibly wealthy. And so I was able to post both of your bails.
You can't buy me.
No, I realize that. Jane, may I step in there? I feel very awkward. They're free to go anyway. Jane, Kendall,
I'm gonna have to close this.
None of us are actually incarcerated, but all right. Jane, I don't know what you think you saw, but whatever it is, I know in my heart I didn't kill my wife. And if you testified that that's what you think you saw, I understand. I do. But I don't think you should be in here for telling what you think is the truth. And Kendall, I appreciate that you told the truth.
I know what I saw.
I
know you're rich and fancy and got fancy words and a lawyer, but I know what I saw. I saw you kill your wife. Just as sure as I see that green jacket on you, I saw you kill your wife.
Jane, my jacket is charcoal. You have cataracts, Jane. Cataracts.
Look, I know what I saw.
Jane, I'm standing here now. Now where am I?
Huh?
Feeling like this getting personal. If I'm free, I'm just gonna go.
Jane.
All right.
I'm gonna go too.
Go see an
Murderer!
Murderer! Did you have a card of an eye doctor? He's very good.
Should I close this?
Yeah, go ahead. Spend some time on my own.
I'm guessing that didn't exactly go the way Dr. McGill hoped it would. But what of Judge Joanne? She's been searching for her paramour, bailiff, her former bailiff, Biff Bannon, all over town. He disappeared. No one has seen him. She's looked everywhere she can think of. The one last place she could think of is on Dr. McGill's yacht. That's the only possible place that Biff could be. And sure enough, there he is, drunk as a skunk on a bunk.
Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain.
Beth, why have you tried it? You're bored.
Jane?
Joe.
Who
the hell is Jane?
Jane is a homeless girl that lives in the city. She comes a lot into the courtroom.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was that you had a new girlfriend.
Wait, Joe, are you really here?
I'm right here.
I'm not just hearing.
Darling, I'm right here.
Joe, I can barely see you way down there.
Permission to come aboard.
Please, come on. I'll help you up. Careful, this is the first step. Why would you come up from the front of the boat? That's really weird. Here, there's a ladder in the back. You could have just climbed.
I didn't want to get soaking wet. It was the closest thing to the dock.
What do you come here for, Joe?
I come here for you. Big hunk of bread and love. What are you doing all stinking like liquor and crying like a baby? That's not you.
I found some more.
Captain!
Yeah?
gonna drink it by myself.
I'm a failure of a man, Joe.
You're not a failure.
I am.
Why would you say that?
Well, I wanted to help Dr. McGill. I wanted it so bad, and I found something.
What did you find?
I found evidence that may have indicated that he was innocent.
What kind of evidence?
It doesn't matter anymore. He fired me. And despite the fact that there's a $1 million reward, and I was a private investigator, and I could have probably done it on my own, I had to respect his wishes.
You didn't fail. You did your job. You did your job, and he fired you, and now you know something. You've got to speak up, Beth. I want you back in court. I can't work without you.
I want to be back, but if I come back, I can't say what I know.
Why not?
Because it'd be a conflict of interest, Joe.
It's my court. You can say whatever you want.
Can I tell you, I love you.
Yes, you can.
You are the only thing in the world that is good and pure. Oh, I'm so lucky to have such a good woman who is so innocent and such a good influence on me. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you to shine the light of goodness into my life.
You make me a better woman, Beth.
No, you're the best of us all, Joe.
Stop, Beth. Stop.
You make it worth living.
Stop talking like that.
You make life worth living.
Just make love to me.
That was very satisfying. The next morning, in the McGill household, Attorney Jeff Stein and Defendant Charles McGill are discussing what's going to happen on the final day of testimony, trying to get their strategy straight. Of course, the maid, Consuelo, is there as always, waiting on them, on their every need.
You sure there's not going to be a delay? I mean, with BB and Rusty dead.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Excuse me, doctor, you want a sandwich?
No, thank you, Consuelo. I'm trying to cut down.
Consuelo, si no es un problema, por favor, 2 huevos revueltos y pan tostado y un vaso de jugo de naranja y un café con leche sin azúcar.
Okay, un momento.
I
Put in a massive order for breakfast. Is that what you're doing?
well, I gotta have my game face on.
Right.
Today is closing arguments, and I think that's it, Jeff. I'm gonna put what happened with BB behind me and move forward. I think the case is pretty much in the bag. We won't need you to testify, and we can just put on our closing arguments.
No, I think I should testify.
Jeff, I've won this case for you. You've got to be kidding.
The evidence against me is overwhelming. I've had witnesses who say they've seen me kill my wife.
Jeff, there's a drunk woman with cataracts. Kendall has come in and essentially exonerated you. Your housekeeper has admitted that she left the alarm off. You don't need to testify.
Jeff, I had to. I went with your plan. We admitted that Christina was a whore. I used the Ambien defense. And if I don't explain myself, then I'll never be able to show my face in this town again.
Listen, this is not 2 idiots, although may they rest in peace, that are prosecuting the case now. It's Fitzgregor himself, the lion.
And even more of a reason why I need to testify, to let the jury know, to let them see how much I cared about her.
Listen, it's against my professional advice that you do this. But if you are going to do this, you have to remember one thing. Don't lose your cool, and don't say anything stupid on the stand.
I can't imagine that ever happening.
Is it just me, or did Jeff Stein call his defendant Jeff 3 times? What a narcissistic man. Why was there a box covered in carpet in his fine, squeaky living room? You'll never know the answer. But now let's flash forward to the day we've all been waiting for, the final day in the court case. The people versus Dr. Charles McGill. Time for final testimony. Time for closing arguments. Time for the jury to make their decision on a man's life.
Accept my deepest condolences. And Doctor, I'm sorry for calling you Jeff 3 times.
You know, I'm so rattled I didn't even notice. I probably would have called you out on it.
I appreciate your sympathies, gentlemen, but rest assured, any personal things that are going on in my own life will not affect my performance in this trial and my profession. Are you all done? Hey, done chit-chatting?
Biff, it's good to see you back.
Fuck you. All right, I'm going to instruct you all to disregard that last statement. You're all here to decide the fate of Dr. Charles McGill. I'm having a hell of a day, so if you'll excuse me. You have all received ballots, and Little Valley Court jurisdiction law provides for a best of 50, guilty, not guilty verdict. So, majority rules. I expect no tomfoolery, no shenanigans, no grab-ass. God help you if there's grab-ass in this audience. And when the judge calls for you, we'll hand in your ballots, and we will find if Dr. McGill is guilty or not guilty. All right?
Don't make your decision now, ma'am. We haven't finished with the testimony yet.
Sit down, Doctor!
Sorry, testimony's not over.
Now, Little Valley Superior Court is now in session. All rise. The Honorable Judge Joe is now presiding.
All right, the fun and games are over. I need you all to be on your best behavior. Put on your thinking caps. We're not going to mess around here. There's a man's life at stake. You will be called to give your verdict after you hear closing arguments, and then we will collect the ballots and determine the fate of Dr. Charlie McGill. All right, strike a pose. Sit down. Blow Mama for good luck. I mean Mama's gavel.
All right, that's enough of that.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I hate to interrupt, but we're not finished putting on our defense.
Just climbing up onto my stool here, my bench.
Some help.
Thank you, bailiff.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Nice to have you back. Could we all please take a moment of silence in honor of our departed colleagues? Rusty was a fine, young, up-and-coming man. He had promise. Brianna Breiter would have been very, very successful, I'm sure. Seriously, you can't do a moment of silence. All right, this just isn't happening.
I told him no time.
I think it's tears, Your Honor. Tears.
Your Honor, may I call a witness to the stand?
Sure, why not?
I'd like to call the prosecution's serologist to the stand.
That's a blood spatter expert.
That's correct.
As the jury foreman, I'll go get it.
I'll meet them in the hallway. All right.
And, Your Honor, I'd just like to, I would just like to ask the court to admonish the jury not to penalize my client for the tragic death of this man's son and my ex-girlfriend, who I loved very much.
So noted.
I'm not in the holding room.
They gave me coffee. I just got
I understand.
carried away.
I'll love it when the coffee's done. Please have a seat.
Is there a Bible that I usually that's proceeding?
Well, I used to believe in God, but not so.
I've had doubts myself.
Just raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you whoever you believe in?
I do.
Good.
Could you please state your name?
My name is Morgan C. Hall.
It's Dr. C. Hall.
It's Dr. Morgan C. Hall, forensic serologist Morgan C. Hall, yes, sir.
Serologist, a blood specialist?
Blood specialist, yes, sir.
Doctor, you did a crime scene investigation, isn't that true?
That is correct.
And while I'm cross-examining you, I'm going to show you a few photos of the crime scene. I know that the jury has seen all these. It's no longer shocking. But if we can see a photograph of the deceased where her body illustrates the cut to her neck.
May I stand and turn and get a closer look, please?
You may. That's a photograph that you, in fact, took yourself.
Oh, God, that is shocking.
Yes, it is.
And that shows her neck was sliced, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
There's another photograph, I think, that shows her entire body on the bed. If we could see that one. And while we're doing it...
It's JPEG.
Yes. Doctor, the carotid artery is the artery that supplies the most amount of blood to the brain, correct?
That is correct.
And could you explain why there is no blood on the front of her body?
Because her head was held back. May I demonstrate? Like so. And it sprayed outward and not downward.
And so when all of this blood sprayed, none of it went on her shirt, but it went under her back. Is that what you're telling the jury?
It went forward, not in a lower pattern.
So what you're saying is that the blood, as it left her body, defied gravity and went into the air and somehow landed under her back.
I see where you're going with this.
I'm not asking you where I'm going with it. I'm asking
I
you,
know
sir.
your type. I know where your type goes with this. Conspiracy. No, sir. Her blood splattered out.
Doctor, just answer the question.
Yes. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I have no further questions.
I don't even know the question.
Now, Dr. Hall. Now, isn't it possible, in your experience as a serologist, I imagine you've seen many different bloody scenes, correct?
That is correct.
Now, if she was held down, facing downward on the bed, and someone were to come up behind her and pull her hair back and then slit her throat, wouldn't the blood then spew out onto the mattress, causing a huge puddle of blood that her husband could
Objection,
then
Your Honor.
flip her
This
over
is an
into?
incomplete hypothetical. It lacks foundation. There's been no prior testimony of this.
Well, I believe the
Quite
test.
frankly, I think it's vague, ambiguous, lacks foundation.
Frankly, I think he's painting with the same watercolor set that you are.
So are you overruling or sustaining the objection?
Really? You need me to say it?
For the record.
So if she was in a face-down position where someone pulled and slit her throat and the blood came out, that would be a reasonable thing to happen, would it not?
Yes.
So there wouldn't have to be any magic blood.
I've heard the magic blood theory before, with all due respect, and no, the blood would spray out, in fact.
Yes.
And not out and down and back around. Yes, sir.
Exactly. So you do not believe in magic blood?
In all my years in the business, 4, I have never seen magic blood.
All right, no further questions.
I have one question. I think it's quite important. Do you have any relation to juror number 5?
No, I noticed him. He's a charming, good-looking fellow. But I do not know him, no.
All right, I believe him. Your Honor, I think that rests our case.
No, it doesn't, Your Honor. I'd like to testify.
Jeff.
My name is Charlie. Damn it! Damn it, my name is Charlie, is what I was about to say.
All right, listen. Don't fuck up. Just don't fuck up.
Charlie, I'll give you free rein to say whatever you gotta say, but you know you don't have to do this.
I realize I don't have to, but I think it's important.
You just saw some pretty disturbing pictures.
I understand that. I'm glad that they're gone now.
All right.
As the foreman, can anybody tell me what happened with this?
Please sit down. We'll ask Johnny for a recap after the break.
I don't know what you're doing in the bathroom, but I noticed you go for a really long time. It's not appropriate.
Here you go, Beth. You can use this.
Ooh, a moleskin Bible. That's quite fancy. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God.
Doctor.
Yes, Jeff.
I'd like you to take the jury back to that night.
Yes, that night, the night that Christina was murdered, was the opening of the McGill Foundation.
Uh-huh.
The wing of the Pediatric Neurosurgery Institute. At Little Valley Memorial Hospital.
Yes, I hear you.
We'd had a lovely evening.
Darling, there's so many people.
I know.
I can't believe it. I just got a check for $250.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful.
I know.
Oh, well done.
Thank you to you too. I mean, you don't have to thank me.
No, it's you who's really worked on this, who's put it together.
Oh, is this a party?
No, it's not just a party. It's going to help all those children. Yes, children's. Multiples of them. You know, I had hope that we too could have our own. I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm not. I can't because we're at a party and you have iron balls and
Stupid
Cheers,
rugby.
hello. You can't have children and I'm fine with that.
Doctor, I appreciate that testimony. So you had just told your wife you wanted to have a child, isn't that right?
Yes, I mean, she knew, but of course I did. I'd always wanted to have children running around. We talked about adopting, but...
Now tell me about when you got home that night as you were going to bed. The last thing you told your wife.
Of course.
I'm listening. Go on.
Yeah. See, that night...
Interesting.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm so sorry to hear your pills for go to sleep.
Thank you, Consuelo.
I'm so sorry. You need another one for you, Mrs.
No, I haven't had one.
Just a glass of wine when you get the chance.
I'll get that for you. I'll be right back.
We have something to celebrate.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Take your Ambien.
All right.
So you took your Ambien, Doctor.
Yes, of course. I take Ambien. I'm Shame to admit it.
But before you went to bed, you had a very brief conversation with Kendall, isn't that right?
Well, yes, I did. I went out.
Uh-huh.
Are you reading?
Go on. Yes, I hear you.
You have to get out. I'm giving you 3 days notice. 3 days! No this. No that. No nothing.
But I don't think your wife wants me to go, so...
I've spoken with her, and she wants you out.
So you told him to get out, isn't that right?
That's what I told him. Yes, of course I did.
Counselor!
I just have a little bit more.
No, I got a little something for you. Are you telling this story or is he? Let him say what he wants to say.
Doctor, you fell asleep, isn't that right?
Yes, I remember very little, actually, after that conversation, just in case you were going to ask.
But there was one thing that your housekeeper told you about, something you did every night after your Ambien.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Oh, doctor.
Swallow. Sandwich.
Oh, another sandwich.
Yes. Sandwich. Is it prepared?
I will give for you my hat to carry.
No.
I don't have
Let me cut it.
Okay. Here the knife. Wow, that went fast.
Uh-huh.
I'm a surgeon.
Interesting. And you ate the entire sandwich.
I don't actually have any memory of eating the entire sandwich. I'm told that I did, but I was in fact asleep.
Doctor, I have one final question.
Oh, really?
You had one question 4 questions ago.
But this reminded me of 2 more questions.
All I really want to say is that I didn't kill my wife.
And that's exactly what I was going to ask you.
And I loved her.
And that too.
And I would never have wanted her hurt, even if I'd known about her and Kendall. Even if I'd known that she was pregnant, I wouldn't have wanted her hurt. Not like that.
I wasn't planning on asking that, but thank you.
Not like that.
I have no further questions.
Dr. McGill.
Yes.
Now, on the morning that you discovered your wife slain in bed next to you. Now, she was in bed next to you, correct?
Did you say slaying in bed?
I said slain.
That is correct. She was dead next to me in bed.
She was dead next to you. When you awoke, she was there, dead next to you. Throat slash, whore written across her chest.
Yes, that's right.
Pool of blood.
Yes, that's right.
I see. I see.
Pool of blood.
No, I see. Pardon me, Judge. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Oh, you noticed that, did you? You noticed me just tapping the judge with my finger.
Yes, of course I noticed.
And yet, when you were in bed with your wife and someone was slashing her across the throat, you just took no notice. Is that correct?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say a man who noticed a judge getting poked.
Well, a man who was asleep and had taken Ambien might not notice, don't you think?
Why, yes, the Ambien. Now you say you took 1 pill of Ambien. Is that correct?
Yes, I took 1 pill of Ambien.
As was your custom, correct?
Before the glass of wine.
Yes.
Then I took another 2.
That's a lot of Ambien, Doctor.
I've got a lot of brain that needs to get put to sleep.
The night before that, how many Ambien had you had?
3.
How many the night before?
4.
How many the night before?
Just 1. I was up all night the night before, because I didn't take any.
I see. I see. Now you claim, as a doctor, that Ambien could have certain effects on you, correct?
Yes, it can. It makes you sleep.
Yes, and what else, Doctor? What else can Ambien do?
Well, mostly it puts you to sleep. It puts you in a non-cognitive state where your higher brain function ceases to work, but your lower brain function obviously still works, or else you would die.
I see. So the lower brain still works.
Of course, the brain stem still works, yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, and so your brainstem was still working, is what you're saying.
Well, yes, the brainstem is what allows you to breathe while you sleep.
Right. Allows you to breathe, allows your heart to beat. Am I correct?
That is correct, yes. That is correct.
Allows circulation to continue.
Yes, circulation is allowed to continue because
allows you to stab your wife.
Objection! No, it doesn't! That's not what it allows. You son of a bitch! I would stab you without everything! I'm sorry. I did not kill my wife.
And yet you just said you would stab me in the face.
I am an emotional man and I hide it most of the time. Occasionally I have an outburst.
I see. Do any of these outbursts ever happen while you're sleeping?
No, I only eat sandwiches while I'm
I see. Now, Doctor, I just have a few more questions.
Oh, Lord.
Just a few more questions. Now, you see the McGill Foundation took in a substantial amount of money the night before the murder. Is that correct?
Yes.
How much money would you say, Doctor, came in?
Well, it was a benefit. We raised around $450,000. $250,000 came from an anonymous donor that Christina had wrangled.
$450,000 for the McGill Foundation. Is that correct?
Yes, the McGill Foundation, the wing of the neuropsychiatric.
$450,000. That's a lot of money for the McGill Foundation. Now, who's the only surviving McGill?
Well, that would be me.
So you! All $450,000 would go to you. Is that correct, Doctor?
I'm not even going to get upset about this one. No, it would actually go to the McGill Foundation.
Oh, that's right. You
I'm
wouldn't
the
get
nominal
upset.
head of. It's a non-profit organization.
Right. You wouldn't get upset, Doctor, but you say you're such an emotional man. So very emotional. Is that correct?
Time to time.
Yes, you just threatened to stab me in the face.
No, I threatened to stab you in the neck.
Oh, in the neck. Well, exactly where your wife was stabbed, eh? I thought you'd object to that. You're slipping, Stein. No!
She was slashed across the neck, not
Right, yes. Now, Doctor, there was a 911 call that morning, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
I see. Now, can we play that 911 call for the jury?
We started this thing so many
911, what is your emergency?
My name is Dr. Charles Gill, and I believe my wife is dead.
Did you say your wife is dead, sir?
I woke up this morning and I found my wife dead.
Are you absolutely certain? Have you checked for a
I'm a
cause?
doctor.
What leads you to believe that she's
I think I know what you're
Her
getting
throat
at.
is cut and the word whore is written on her chest.
I think that's
Is
enough.
that enough?
I think that is enough, Doctor. Boy, that is certainly the response of a very emotional man.
No one sees my emotion. Especially at times of high emotion, I tend to control it. I have become more unhinged since Christina died.
I know what it's like when someone you care about dies.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
But I'm not the one who killed her.
Objection.
And neither was I, you son of a bitch!
Your Honor, Doctor, I have one question.
Sustained. Go ahead, and if there's anyone else that has anything to say, get on deck.
I have one question, Doctor. How do you spell whore?
W-H-O-R-E.
W-H-O-R-E.
Yes, not W-H-O-R like it was cut onto.
Right, I know. I was saving that for my closing.
Speaking of closing, the judge took a short recess, and then each attorney, briefly and to the point, made their closing arguments. Succinctly, with brevity and expedience.
You know, technically we could be here all night. There's nothing stopping us.
There's no court case after ours, Your Honor.
I know. We could just keep on going.
Sure.
All right.
Well, we'll go until they kick us out, Your Honor.
let's hear closing arguments. Unless anyone else has anything else they'd like to say.
I believe it's the burden of the prosecution to go first. That's how we do it in L.A.
I swear to God, I'm going to cage match you after this. I'm going to break you like your skinny little chicken bones.
Thank you.
I think everyone would like to see that.
Go ahead, Counselor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard a lot of testimony. Now I could go back and recount every single little thing you've heard, but I don't want to bore you. You've sat here and heard it all before. So I'll just hit some of the highlights, shall we? Now, Dr. McGill woke up to find his wife murdered next to him, laying there in a pool of her own blood. Whore carved across her chest, her throat slit open in a manner that was described as chaotic precision. Now, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, but have you ever had someone murdered in the bed next to you? Have you ever had someone just having trouble sleeping or farting really loud? You woke up, didn't you? You woke up and said, "What's that hideous smell coming out of you? What did you eat?" I ate the same thing. I'm not doing that. But you woke up. Didn't you?
Can we all just pull ourselves together?
Now, and if you had woken up, ladies and gentlemen, if you had woken up and found the woman you loved, the woman you were desperately in love with, the woman you wanted to have children with, but couldn't, wouldn't you have had some emotion in your voice when you called 911? You wouldn't have sounded like some sort of robot or cold-blooded person. Now, what else is cold-blooded? A snake? A lizard? A murderer? They don't call it hot-blooded murder. They don't call it hot plasma murder. They call it cold-blooded murder. And no one sounded more cold-blooded than the doctor in that 911 call. Now he says he'd taken Ambien, and that he should be off because he's Ambien. Even if he had done it, he should be able to walk free because he was on Ambien. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is that an excuse we want to give out? You know what? Sure, there were a lot of people killed, but Hitler was on Ambien. We certainly have lost a lot of money. Bernie Madoff was taking Ambien. You know who likes to take Ambien to go to sleep? Count Dracula. He takes Ambien. He can't be blamed for biting people on the neck and having blood sucked out of them. Why, he was on Ambien. We should let Dracula walk around with Hitler and Bernie Madoff. Maybe they'll have a reality show and hang out in a hot tub and talk about how awesome it is to take Ambien. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not the America I want to live in. I want to live in America where a man who kills his wife is put in jail or possibly killed. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. What sort of America do you want to live in?
Oh my goodness, Counselor.
Was not appropriate, but it was certainly deserved.
Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow I feel like he's got a trunk full of band outfits and he's going to hand out instruments and you're all going to be walking down Main Street playing 76 trombones in another minute. Go ahead.
Let the record reflect I'm clapping sarcastically.
Johnny, could you read that back for us, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of America I want to live in. The kind of America where justice is blind. But you, the jury, certainly is not blind. Because you have sat here over these last 8 weeks, mostly admiring my skills, but also listening very carefully to the evidence, which the state has woefully attempted to present to you. They have the burden in this case to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. They have failed miserably. The scales of justice, when we begin this trial, are equal. And we have shown you that Dr. McGill is innocent. I will go over the evidence because I think it's important that you hear it. Dr. McGill is a giver of life, not a taker. And it is his cold calculation that allows him to, under pressure, save babies from dying from brain If he were to go off the handle when he has a scalpel, he might cut someone's medulla oblongata. But no, this giver of life has nerves of steel under the most trying circumstances, including discovering, after being in an Ambien haze and his mental capacity being muted, to wake up and talk calmly and give the information needed to the authorities. He's the one who called. He's the one who tried to resuscitate her at the scene. Let me remind you of the testimony in this case. Kendall Kaywood, an out-of-work, untalented actor who spent most of his time in his underwear. The son of 2 accomplished surgeons. The knife, coincidentally, found right outside his pool house. Let's talk about motive. Who really wanted to kill Christina McGill? It was the person who had unrequited love. Kendall Kaywood had an affair with her. Kendall Kaywood wanted her. Kendall Kaywood couldn't have her. Kendall Kaywood knew how to use a knife. Not a scalpel, a giver of life, but an out-of-work reality actor who sucks every bit of life from everyone who watches him.
That's enough. All right, thanks.
Told you I'd see you on the set, Kendall. The maid. She didn't put the alarm on that night. That's how he got in.
I said I was sorry so many times.
I'm not blaming you. I'm thanking you. The ridiculous testimony by the serologist, the magic blood, all a bunch of hogwash.
It wasn't magic. Her head was pulled back.
A desperate attempt by the state, grasping at straws, to point the finger at anyone they could, when the real murderer is sitting amongst you now. Don't let him get away with it. Allow Dr. McGill to get back what he needs to do, saving lives, the lives of your family members, maybe even you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and visit my website.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard the closing arguments. A man's life hangs in the balance. You are to determine the verdict, guilty or not guilty, at this point in time. And then the foreman will collect the ballots, and we will deliver the verdict.
If they don't have a pen, Your Honor, should they just poke a hole in it with their finger?
Yes.
Meanwhile, across town, while all this drama was going on, Detective Anthony Colombo was at his bachelor pad, patting himself on the back, thinking that he had gotten away with quite a few things. when who should come by for a little visit but one homeless Jane. Oops, I didn't do that. He had offered her a home in exchange for her ratting out the judge, and she decided to come over and tell him just exactly what she thought about his offer.
Yeah. Did I say you could come in? What did you think about my offer?
I was coming to tell you about the offer. And it was a really nice offer, thank you very much. But I'm gonna have to decline. I can't rat out the judge. We're like this.
You're like this. After she caused you to lose your law license?
She didn't mean to. We all make mistakes.
She cost you your life. She cost you a lovely house.
Yeah, that hurts. But she's promised me that she's going to help me this time, and I'm going to go back to school, and I'm going to get my law degree, and I'm going to practice law, and I'm going to have a house and stuff.
Jane, you used to run drugs for her.
That's over now, okay? I said it's over.
How are we supposed to get that crooked judge off the bench? It's all...
Stop it! I don't need you telling me what to do no more. No one tells me what to do. You hear me?
I hear you.
I'm tired of it.
Look, Jane. Jane.
And I said no. No deal. You keep your mouth shut. Do you hear me?
Jane, I hear you. You're right. You're absolutely right, Jane. Who am I to tell you that the judge is... See, look, I'm not even a cop now. You know, just me and you.
Okay.
Friend to friend. You know?
Then we'll keep this under wraps.
We'll keep this under wraps, Jane.
Well, you know what? Hey!
I was...
Hey! Is this a weapon?
Threaten me. Don't threaten the threats. Jane, there's $1,000 rolled up in my pocket. Hey, I was just making sure you found it.
Okay. I'm gonna take this, but I'm not stealing it.
No, you're not stealing it. You know what? That's drug money.
Why you always coming after me and talking about drug money?
You know why I'm coming after you? Because we're supposed to be doing good in this town. This is your chance. This is your chance to have a life. I offered you a house, my guest house. I don't think you have it in you.
Sometimes there is justice. It's not always in the courtroom. And as the jury foreperson was collecting the ballots, we find Jeff Stein in a room by himself, saying a little prayer for his client when Kendall Kaywood drops by to have a quick word. A very quick word.
Shema Yisrael Adonai
Stein!
Kendall.
You sold me down the river, you son of a bitch. You told me to come into that courtroom and declare him innocent, and now you're telling him that I probably killed her? I can't take that. I need to go to Hollywood, man. I need to fucking go to Hollywood.
Listen.
I need to be on the stage.
This is your ticket. I have a reality show in the works.
Do you really?
Yes, it's your trial, and I'm going to defend you. Free of charge. It's called Kendall. Did I do it? Trust me, you'll get your SAG card.
SAG's a lot of money, man. Are you going to put up the cash?
I will upfront the $1,750. If you can hold on, you'll make A-level insurance. I've made an arrangement. There's craft services in your cell. Everything is going to work out.
What network?
Originally, it was going to be Spike TV.
All right, Mr. Stein, you can come in.
Give me that! He's trying to kill me! No!
I don't have a real...
I got him. It's fine. I've got him.
Then everything is under control.
What about my reality show?
Here's the reality. You're fucked.
Let's find out if Dr. Charles McGill is fucked. Let's hear the verdict. It's what we've all been waiting for.
Sorry I'm late. I was just taking care of business.
We heard of it. Yeah, I cuffed him and then I took him off to the jail and yeah, he was really upset.
Oh my.
It was very manly of me.
It was.
I'm sorry to rush you, but there is a verdict that I would like to hear.
Oh, are we ready?
We are, Your Honor.
All right.
Doctor, no reaction.
Should I do it from here or someplace more dramatic?
You're required to come
Would
up
you
to the
please
center.
come up to the center of the courtroom? Find your light.
Metaphorically speaking, it's a very well lit court.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, how do you find the defendant?
Your Honor, all 20 of us of the jury, seems high, but we have found...
You're shaking.
It's the spotlight. We have found the defendant to be not guilty.
Fuck yeah!
He did it and I did it.
What?
That's all right. She doesn't know what she's saying.
I killed him.
Jane!
I killed the detective. He was going to tell about you in the car.
I'll get 2 handcuffs in 1 night. This is pretty good.
That will be the trial of the next century. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see one very short final scene, shall we? I'd like to see the scene where Dr. Charles McGill makes peace with his wife. Sure, she's dead, but this is the magic of theater.
Goodbye, Christina.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Thanks.
You know, I was with you the whole time,
I know you were.
but I was really mad at you.
Of course you were.
Why didn't you protect me?
Because I couldn't. And because I don't think we were meant to be.
Well,
You see,
what?
I have a new love. Consuelo!
Who are you talking to?
Talking to a ghost.
Oh,
What do you say, Consuelo? We head out on the eternal love.
oh,
Take your 6 kids that I'll be the father of now.
yes, gracias.
And enjoy ourselves for a while.
Sí, me gusta.
You'd never cheat on me, would you, Consuelo?
No, what am I, stupida? No, you're so nice.